Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the defending champion. Fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with white and weighed in officially at 249.1 pounds. Hailing from Chatham, Kent, England. He was a stellar amateur and now as a professional, undefeated with 12 wins. 10 of his 12 wins coming by way of knockout. WBO Intercontinental and WBA International Heavyweight Championships. Moses Itauma.
El combate comienza ya.
Dice Rafa Rodríguez que su nivel a la hora de pronosticar es igual que el nuestro cantando, o sea que flojo, ¿no?
Era uno de los grandes atletas de fuerza en España, Víctor Casado, el valenciano del Prat de Llobregat, que es un gran forofo del boxeo. Dice que gana Johnson el tercero.
Bueno, a ver. Bueno, aquí está Jermaine Franklin.
Bueno, pues el 989
A teenage monster steps into the ring against a battle-hardened heavyweight, and that alone makes this fight dangerous. Moses Itauma isn't just another prospect. He's already being called the future of British heavyweight boxing. But Jermaine Franklin isn't here to play the role of a stepping stone. One young star rising, one veteran refusing to fade. Tonight, only one survives. Moses Itauma is already spoken about like a future champion. A rare talent blessed with power, speed, and ring presence far beyond his years. Despite his youth, he carries the confidence of a seasoned fighter and the explosiveness of a true knockout artist. Standing across from him is Jermaine Franklin, a rugged, experienced heavyweight who has been through tough wars and knows exactly how to test a rising prospect. This isn't just a showcase fight. This is a real examination of whether Itauma is truly ready for the next level, or if Franklin still has enough fire to derail the hype. Boxing spotlight is locked in as all eyes turn to Moses Itauma versus Jermaine Franklin, a high-risk clash that could help define boxing's next era. The unbeaten teenage sensation is being pushed as a future heavyweight king, demolishing opponents with shocking speed and power. Blocking his path is Jermaine Franklin, a hardened veteran who has gone to war with world-class heavyweights and refuses to be sacrificed for hype. This is more than youth versus experience. It's explosive talent colliding with survival grit and ring intelligence. One mistake, one clean shot, everything changes. This fight answers a critical question. Is Moses Itauma truly ready for boxing's elite? Itauma enters this bout surrounded by massive expectations, highlight reel knockouts, and comparisons to legendary heavyweights. At just 19 years old, his hand speed, timing, and killer instinct already separate him from typical prospects. But Franklin is no easy assignment. He's a seasoned heavyweight who understands how to neutralize raw aggression and drag opponents into uncomfortable territory. This matchup represents one of boxing's oldest storylines, a fast-rising star versus a dangerous veteran who knows how to test limits. With rankings, reputation, and future championship paths at stake, Itauma versus Franklin is a pressure-filled heavyweight showdown fans around the world are eager to witness. Moses Itauma enters the fight as one of the most talked-about young heavyweights in boxing, while Franklin looks to spoil the hype with veteran savvy. Both men are fighting for relevance in an unforgiving heavyweight division. Itauma comes in with a perfect professional record, 13 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, with 11 victories coming by stoppage. At just 20 years old, he's built a reputation for explosive power, relentless pressure, and a calm, composed presence inside the ring. His ability to finish fights early has made every appearance must-watch for fans and analysts alike. Jermaine Franklin steps into the ring with a respectable record of 24 wins and 2 losses, including 15 knockouts. Unlike Itauma, Franklin has been tested across long fights and difficult situations, gaining invaluable experience against durable opposition. His resume reflects a fighter who understands pacing, defense, and survival at the heavyweight level. His challenge will be turning that experience into effective resistance against a younger, faster, more powerful opponent. Jermaine Franklin steps into the ring with a respectable record of 24 wins and 2 losses, including 15 knockouts. Unlike Itauma, Franklin has been tested across long fights and difficult situations, gaining invaluable experience against durable opposition. His resume reflects a fighter who understands pacing, defense, and survival at the heavyweight level. His challenge will be turning that experience into effective resistance against a younger, faster, more powerful opponent. Statistically, Itauma holds a clear power edge. He enters with an impressive strike accuracy of 85% compared to Franklin's 63%. These numbers highlight Itauma's timing, precision, and finishing instincts. Franklin relies more on volume, durability, and positioning. Power alone doesn't guarantee victory, but in heavyweight boxing, efficiency and punch placement often decide outcomes, and that's where Itauma excels. Physically, the advantages also favor the British prospect. Itauma is 12 years younger, enjoys a 4-inch height advantage, and holds a 2-inch reach edge. Combined with his southpaw stance, these tools allow him to control distance and dictate exchanges. Southpaw heavyweights with speed and power are rare, and Franklin must adjust quickly to avoid early danger. Stylistically, the contrast is clear. Itauma fights from a southpaw stance, using sharp angles, explosive entries, and devastating left-hand power. Franklin operates from an orthodox base, relying on fundamentals, defensive awareness, and counterpunching. Franklin's path to victory requires slowing the pace, surviving the early rounds, and dragging the fight deep. Itauma's goal is the opposite: impose himself early and turn physical advantages into decisive moments. Experience is one of the few areas where Franklin holds a significant edge. Itauma has 13 fewer professional fights and has logged just 26 professional rounds compared to Franklin's 149. Franklin turned professional in 2015, gaining years of learning, adapting, and surviving adversity. The question is whether that experience can offset Itauma's youth, power, and athletic dominance on fight night. Despite limited professional experience, Itauma has climbed the rankings at an astonishing pace. He enters ranked number 1 by the WBA and WBO, number 4 by the WBC, number 11 by the IBF, and 9th by the Ring. These rankings reflect the industry's belief in his championship future. Franklin enters as the underdog, facing a fighter viewed as a future world title contender. Momentum strongly favors Itauma, who has stopped his last 5 opponents. In his most recent bout on August 16, 2025, he demolished Dan White with a first-round TKO in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The win reinforced his reputation as a fast starter with dangerous finishing instincts. Before that, Itauma stopped Mike Balogun via second-round TKO in Glasgow, dismantled Dempsey McKean in the first round in Riyadh, stopped Mariusz Wach in the second round at London's O2 Arena, and finished Michael Balogun with a first-round TKO at York Hall. These performances show consistency across venues, opponents, and pressure. Franklin's recent form has been more mixed, but still respectable. He's won 3 of his last 5 fights, including a 10-round unanimous decision over Ivan Dichko in Las Vegas, showcasing durability and conditioning. He also scored a 6th-round TKO against Devin Vargas and a 10-round decision win over Ismail Salas. The pattern shows toughness, but not explosive finishes. Against Itauma, time may not be a luxury. The central question remains: can experience withstand raw talent and momentum? Franklin must rely on discipline, survival, and patience. Itauma's plan is simpler: pressure early, land clean, and prevent Franklin from settling in. As fight night approaches, expectations are sky-high. If Itauma delivers another devastating finish, his rise toward heavyweight superstardom accelerates instantly. But if Franklin survives the storm or pulls off an upset, the narrative around this young phenom changes overnight. This fight is about momentum, credibility, and long-term legacy in boxing's most dangerous division. Fans live for nights like this, when hype collides with experience and greatness is tested under fire. When the final bell rings, we'll know much more about both fighters. If Itauma wins, his rise becomes undeniable. If Franklin shocks the world, he proves experience still matters. Boxing is unpredictable, and that's what makes fights like this unforgettable. Who do you think controlled this battle? The young sensation or the veteran warrior? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you love heavyweight boxing, and subscribe for more elite fight break.